Hey guys, welcome back to Parc ADV. Some of you remember that my mechanic shop, my Bivouac as I call it, and all the work done on the KLRs and the fork seals on Christy's bike, all the mechanical stuff that you guys have been looking at on our channel was completed, performed right on that green AstroTurf thing, the carpet with the rocks, and this 2 sheets of plywood. We had a canopy over both at one time. Jamie did his budget KLR right here, and then I did the 1999 Happy Jim's KLR right there. Part of fork seals for Christy's bike was done there, Christy's XT250. And the last time I did the tire change where I lost my tire iron inside my tire, and Christy's fork seal video was all right there. It's been raining so much in Florida this year that the canopy fills up with water and then it collapses. And you know, I've had my brand new toolbox in here with a couple, all my tools have been in here. I'll reiterate the fact that a hurricane wiped us out 2 years ago, so I'm not going to say excuse the camper living, because we're grateful to have the spot. But moving on, that's my new toolbox. I did a little segment on it. It has been an awesome toolbox, y'all. I've had it covered up with that bike cover right there, and it has been an awesome toolbox. And it was like $250. It's got plenty of drawers that lock. It's on casters. It's got a hydraulic hinge lid. Push the buttons down here. Your drawers are all on rollers. You know, it's got a lock right here. This drawer here is on rollers for all my wrenches. I really couldn't do what I do without this toolbox. It's got a fold-out tray on this side. Let me move my handy-dandy mobile grill that I use. But this dips up like that for a shelving unit, and it's got a power strip down there that you plug in. You can get them at Harbor Freight. They're amazing for the money. You know, it's an awesome work cart. But anyway, so all that stuff was moved over here into the shed in a box, which was the first shed that we put together when we moved out here on this 5 acres that we're on. And so this was a $250 10 by 10 shed in a box, they call it. It's just a tarped, poled, you know, it's just a pole structure. It's pole framed. You see, you put them all together, all the poles. Then you strap this tarp over it, and it's got a zipper front on it. I put everything on pallet floors. I had a bunch of pallets that I put, and I put plywood over them, and everything keeps everything up out of the ground. And we keep this tarp, which is blown off, over the top of it, because over the, it's almost been 2 years now, you can see the light coming through, and it's not so watertight now. So anyway, yeah. So this here is our pantry. When our place got wiped out Mexico Beach during the hurricane, we were fortunate enough to acquire a camper. Then we were fortunate enough to find a place to put it instead of an RV park full of prostitute, drug addicts, and thieves. So hurricane hits, insta homeless. Friend of ours let us stay on his property. It's been almost 2 years now. It's been awesome. So we got the camper, but then we had, you know, camper doesn't hold much in the refrigerator or canned goods. So I built this. This is my pantry. Oh, we got a side-by-side refrigerator I found on the side of the road when somebody was ditching all their appliances because the hurricanes were paying people for all of their contents because people's homes got ruined during Hurricane Michael. So they were shoving appliances out on the street. I knew what was going on. I stopped. Our refrigerator was lost. And so I stopped in the road and loaded this on my utility trailer. It's a Samsung, and it is perfect. Perfect. Free refrigerator. Free. So anyway, and then our canned goods, we charge our helmets out here. I got a dehumidifier air conditioner unit that keeps it. I've tried to insulate it with foam insulation, you know, a foam board. It helps. This has all been screwed to the plywood floor that I built for this with AstroTurf. It's worked out really, really well. It's waterproof. Water does not get in it. So there's the shed in the box, that box. Then we had the bivouac over here, which is no more. We built a shed during the COVID breakout. The initial COVID breakout, we call this the COVID shed because it was during the isolation time that we stayed home and built it. It's got a cross right there, which I'm going to paint white. And looks kind of like a church steeple, really. But this is a 12 by 16 shed that I built. Me and Christy built this. I know it looks like a mess, but this spot we're on is temporary. Being that where we're at is temporary, once we get to where we're going, we've had hopes to build a nice shop or actually buy property and build a house. And so we've acquired stuff that people have given us when we help them remodel their houses. So that's what this is. It's a good place to store building materials. So then I decided to build me my own bivouac next to the COVID shed. So this is the new bivouac. This is the new Parc ADV's mechanic shop where we'll be detailing, working on replacing motorcycle adventure stuff. This is where it's all going to happen. So it's a 10 by 16, I believe. Yes, a 10 by 16 is what that is. And we're going to have a little ramp right here to get the bikes up in here. I can't wait. I've got the tongue and groove 5/8 plywood floor so that it doesn't move once I get it. There's going to be a lot of weight in here. And I'm going to connect it next to the COVID shed. And then I've shorted up, braced it up, blocked it up, 2x12s for ledger boards, 4x4 posts. What I'm going to do is just come underneath right here and make it like a lean-to, y'all. It's just not going to have a pitched roof. It's going to be pitched, but it's not going to be gabled, you know. It's just going to come out from underneath there, come down, and connect here. I'm going to truss it that way, and then I'm going to sheet it with plywood, and then I'm going to put a strip, maybe 2-foot strip of plywood here. And of course, you know, it's going to be angled here, down and straight, just enough to keep the sun out when it's setting and to keep driving rain out. If it's raining straight down, I'm worried about it. Rest of it's going to be open for air. And we're going to run some power out here. So we're excited about it. I'm very excited about it. So this is Parc ADV's new bivouac under construction. So coming to you live. So we got lots going on. This is some big property we're on. It's like a ranch. Look at this. Beautiful, though. It really is pretty. That's plastic. Right there's plastic. I'm not sure where that came from. I don't know. What do you think? Plastic. Anyway, hey. Listen, thanks for subscribing. And if you have any questions or comments about anything I'm doing, please leave them in the comment section. And we'll talk to you guys later. Well, of course, you know, as I finish this thing, I'm going to be posting, so I hope you're excited as I am.